Welcome to the lesson video for lesson 16, found in the Mayron Cole Piano Method Level 1. This is going to encompass pages 129 to 138. We're going to start off here with a worksheet that goes over little snowflakes. And we're going to go over the first half of the page, and then you could pause the video, and then we'll go to the bottom part of the page and then look at that one together. So number one, the four measures below are played at the beginning of Little Snowflake. Which hand plays middle C? Middle C here is on the upper staff, so that's going to be the right hand that plays it. Next, number two, write in the letter names of the notes above. So we're going to be looking at this little staff right here. So first, we're going to start off with A, and then we have B. I'm going to scoot that over a little bit, and C, and then B. Don't worry about those periods right there. My computer's automatically putting those in there. And then the next measure, number two, it's the exact same thing. So we can plug in here A, and then B, and then C, and then B again. Then number three, number three is a little different. 3 and 4 are different. So we got to come in here. Next is A, and then B, and then C, and then D right there. So it just kind of goes up. Then, there we go. Okay, my controller there. And then we end on B right there. Okay, so you feel free to pause the video right there to catch up and get those written in. Again, you can ignore the periods there, but then we'll go ahead and move on. Next, number three, at the end of Little Snowflakes, the two keys that are played at the same time. There are two keys that are played at the same time. What two keys will you play? So we're going A and C. So technically, if you think back to one of the night or morning music songs, I believe it's morning music that you played them together on, but you're going to play them on separate hands here. Last but not least, number four, this is a fermata. It means to hold down the key a little longer. Yes. So that is a yes. Again, you can go ahead and pause to get those answers written down for 3 and 4, but we'll go ahead and move on. Next up, we have Little Snowflakes. So the video for that song will be linked in the description below, which we'll go through. Then we have a mystery message here. Okay, so here in the mystery message, we'll go through it together. We'll go row by row. Okay, so A is our first note, and then another A, and then D, and then B. And then next is G, and then F, and then E, or sorry, A, and then E, forgot to mention the A, and then F, and then E. Hey, so far we've got all around big snowflakes fell. All right, starting off with the middle line here, C, and then E, and then G, and then next we have E, and then B, A, and then E, and then we have two E's together, so E and E, and then we have E, and then F. Okay, covering the bare trees. The first, okay, last line here, F, okay, and then F, and then A, and then F, and then E, and then E, and then A, and then D, and then A, and then at the end, E and D. Okay, so all together, we have all around big snowflakes fell, covering the bare trees. The first snowfall of the season had arrived. So again, feel free to pause the video right there if you need to get caught up, and then we're going to go ahead and move right along. Okay, 133 is a picture that you can color in. Next, we have the Fifth Symphony. The video for that song will be linked in the description below. Next, we have a fun sheet here, another 4-question fun sheet for our next song called Return of Robin. Okay, so number 1, just as a reminder, this is the rule of flats and sharps. Once a note has been flatted or sharped, it remains that way for the rest of the measure unless you see a natural sign. So again, anytime you see a lot of flats or a flat in the beginning of a measure, you're going to play that note flat for the rest of that measure there. Number 2, look at this measure from Return of Robin. How many B flats would you play? You're going to play 4 B flats there because, again, that's the rule of flats and sharps. Okay. Next, put an X over the B flat keys on the little keyboard. So it's going to be right here. B flat lives in between A and B. It is the right side of the 3 black keys. Okay. And go ahead and clear that. Move on. And then last but not least, number 4. Guess what? You already answered these earlier. It's A and C for number 4. So a left hand's going to play A, right hand would play C right there. Okay, so that is page 135. We're going to go ahead and move on. And again, feel free to pause the video or rewind if you need to catch anything up. Next, we do have the song Return of Robin here. We do have the video linked in the description below. And then here's the last page for the lesson here. This is going to be one of those where we draw the line from the note and then name the note down below. So I want to get my line here. We start off with B, and then we go to C, and then we have B flat. So again, that's going to go to the black key right there. Next, we have A, and then C, and then E. Next is D, and then G, and then F, and then E. Okay, and let's go ahead and name the keys here. So C, and then B flat. So remember, we're going to write the flat on the other side. So when we're naming the note, the flat goes on the right side, but in the music, the flat's going to go on the left side. Next, we have A, and then C, and then E, and then D. Next, we have G, F, and lastly, but not least, E. Now, before we move on, we snuck another question in here on page 138. When you go to the keyboard, play the above notes for your teacher. Be sure that your nose is in the middle of middle C. Okay, so obviously I can't hear you play those notes, but your teacher might ask you to play those for them. So again, feel free to pause the video and get your fill in your answers there from this page. But that is the end of lesson 16 here from the Mayron Cole Piano Method Level 1.